in general, I think you can use the Systems tab and creating a new system to control the whole process. However, it is also possible to view a breakdown of the individual elements that make up a system. So if we go from right to left here, we can start with appliances. We can see the appliance that we registered when we were registering the system. So you can create the appliances here that potentially you are using within your systems. So for example, now we have this stove 2. We can also add, for example, a generator. We can call it Gen 1, and we can say the maximum flow rate is 50 meters cubed per hour, and we can add that appliance. So now that would be available to add to systems in the future when you create a new system. Similarly, with digesters, we have this list of digesters that are available. We can create a new type of digester, so let's do that. This is the same process that we did during the systems process. I would recommend that you add all of the digesters that are available to your company that you sell to other people. For example, let's say we're using a flexible membrane digester. We can call it Flexi1, and let's say the whole gas holding capacity is 6 meters cubed and the total volume is 10 meters cubed. We can add that digester, and that will be added to our list down here. So we can view that at any time. We can see whether there are any, in fact, let me go back and I can show you, for example, with this digester, it tells you we have a number of linked biogas systems to this digester, so we can click on a particular system name and it will take us directly to the details of that system that have this digester associated with it. And we can see that there are 17 systems that are associated with this digester. You can also download all of this information if you want to use it for something. So then we can go to the smart meters page. This again gives you a list of all the smart meters that you have registered. It doesn't matter whether you've registered them using the Systems tab. You can also register them here individually. So if you want to quickly add a new smart meter to your account, but you don't want to associate it with a system, you can do that here. It's the same form. You can either add the smart meter ID, or you can scan the QR code and you can give it a name if you would like to. So if we go back to the smart meters page, so you can on an individual smart meter level see the data as well. So if I go into this smart meter, it will give us some information about it. If we click on the data page, then it will give us the data for this particular smart meter already here, which looks very similar to the one from the systems page. But if you haven't associated it with a system, then we don't know what type of biogas plant it's associated with and what the appliances are that are associated with it. So a lot of the analytics won't work. So I always recommend to create a system, but you can, if you are in a hurry and you want to get the data from a smart meter, you can add it to your platform via this method and start to see the data already. And as with all the other information, you can download this information as well if you want to take it offline and do some external processing. Finally, we'll come to the customers page again. Finally, we'll come to the customers page. Again, you can add a new customer here directly on this page. You can see the options, the same options that we saw when we were registering a system. So you can register an individual or a business, depending on the preference. And then this customer will be available for you to add to any number of systems. So if we look, for example, this person that we added earlier via the Systems tab is associated with this one test system, but we could go and create any number of systems, and then this person can be associated with that.